From New York, don't let the great taste fool you. It's Late Night with David Letterman. Tonight, Catherine O'Hara, musician David Sanborn, and chef Deborah Ponzek, plus Paul Schaefer and the world's most dangerous band. And now, the last best hope for America, David Letterman.
Thank you. Good to have you here, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate you dialing up the big program tonight. My name, I'm Dave, frankly. I'm the host. Are you interested in things about television and broadcasting? Listen to this. Last week, you know, there are 3 commercial television networks in the United States. You have ABC, of course, you have CBS, and, of course, NBC. Now, you have the upstart Fox, the beginning network. They've been in business 3-4 years. For the first time since all of those networks have been competing each other, Fox defeated NBC last week. NBC was the 4th-rated network last week. Now, no. Let me give you an idea what this is. This is like losing a spelling bee to Dan Quayle. That's the ignominy. I'm not worried about Fox because I've heard that most of their equipment is rented. So, there are now rumors that there is some pressure being applied to the White House, to George Bush, to dump Dan Quayle from the ticket. Do you think that would be a good idea? They say that he is considering replacing Dan Quayle with Dick Cheney. I don't know about that. And they also say that he's considering dumping Barbara and replacing her with Sharon Stone. See, I think, wow, there's your ticket, right? Yesterday, ladies and gentlemen, the New York Times made a mistake. They published the wrong winning lottery numbers for the New York State Lottery. Honey, you know that Winnebago we bought this morning? I believe that's going back. On the program tonight, ladies and gentlemen, Catherine O'Hara is here. This woman was one of the stars of one of the biggest money-making blockbuster films of all time, which was Home Alone, Shrinking the Kids, Part 1. Catherine O'Hara is here. Also, David Sanborn is back there. And we... we have the rising young chef. Is that how it is? The best rising, the fastest rising. The rising chef of the year is with us this evening, ladies and gentlemen, to prepare a lobster bouillabaisse. Yes, Deborah Ponzek is here. Now, as our friend Paul Schaefer is right over there, boys. I don't know.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Thanks.
Dave, you know, it's so nice and quiet and concentrated in here. I wanted to just share something with the audience about that moment that we often have when you come out and whisper something sort of secretive to me, and we, on your way out, and we have our own little laugh about it. You know, that moment we sometimes have. Well, tonight, you
Wait a
crazy...
minute, Paul, did it ever occur to you that perhaps the reason I'm whispering it to you is because I don't want everyone in America to know? Did that dawn on you?
Well, maybe, but I think this is so cute. This line you said tonight was so cute. I
let's
hope
hear
you
this.
don't mind
I
if
don't
I
mind.
share it.
Okay.
You came out, you leaned over to me, and you said, "Who the hell is that guy with the conga drums?" Which I thought was just the cutest thing to say. But it's Don Elias, David. Say hello to him. Don Elias, who came along with David to help him out on his feature number tonight. And David brought a couple of other lovely cats from his own band.
You've been here before, haven't you? Yeah, I thought I'd recognize you. And, of course, David Sanborn, ladies and gentlemen, the man who invented the saxophone is with us
I
here.
didn't know that.
I don't know if people are aware of this or not, but in the very beginning of David's career, he recorded under the name of Davy S. That's true. And then...
Then what? Then what?
It didn't work, so he just went back to David Sanborn.
Nice.
But for a while, and if you can get one of those early Davy S.
Davy S.
CDs, snap it up because it's worth a lot of money. Oh, you know, my mom, bless her heart, Mom, if you're out there watching, happy birthday, Mom. My mom had a birthday last week.
That's lovely.
Dorothy, that's her name, Dorothy.
How old is Dorothy?
She is she's a year older than I am. We're about the
Really? She was a young mother.
So I'm calling Mom to say happy birthday on her birthday, and I'm using, a few years ago for Christmas, the staff gave me a car phone, and I make great use of the car phone, and I was calling Mom on the car phone, and I said, Mom, you'll never guess where I'm calling from, and she said, where? And I said, I'm calling from my car. Long, quiet, silent pause.
Yeah.
Finally, Mom says, you don't expect me to believe that, now do you? That's right, Mom. I'm lying to you. But anyway, the whole thing about birthdays, I had, of course, pick out a lovely card and shoot it off to my mom, and I was downstairs. What's the name of that card shop downstairs? Is it the Little Kitty Card Company? What is it? They're always going out of business. So you know the big card shop down there?
It's the
You know
Little
what
Bitty
is the
Card
name of
Shop.
it? Happy, is it Party, what is the name of it? The Party Bazaar. So I
Party
was down
Bazaar
there in the
card.
Party Bazaar looking at, to get a nice card for my mom. They have, I mean, it's unbelievable. They have, you can get Mother's Day cards, Father's Day cards, of course, Easter cards, birthday cards, religious cards, all manner of greeting cards, and they have a wonderful array of cards. And I thought, this is great. I'll bring some of these up and share them with the studio audience tonight. So that's what we're going to do. Yeah. Just some greeting cards I found down there in the Hello Kitty store or whatever that is. You don't expect me to believe that now, do you? Like she'd never heard a bigger lie in her life. Here's a card that helps you share something important about yourself. Just thought you'd like to know, I've got an ulcer. See, isn't that odd that they would put that on there? This is popular in urban areas. I'm the one who rubbed up against you in the subway.
That is a beautiful, beautiful sentiment. That is lovely.
I think you'll find when it comes right down to it, most of your perverts really are quite thoughtful. Send you a little follow-up greeting. Here's one that's thoughtful and functional for my new address. Call the Missouri Department of Corrections. Look at this little boy here. He couldn't be happier. Woo! Paul, if we have another one of those little happy cartoon greeting card characters, how about some happy boy music?
Okay, happy boy music.
There you go. Surprisingly, this is a bestseller. I know you're angry about the stitches. Well, there you go. Look at how happy this boy is right here, though. Look at this boy. Oh, he couldn't be happier, this guy right here. It never hurts to say thanks, even in the most unusual circumstances. Look at this one. You were the best hostage we ever had. This might help when you're searching for just the right words of apology. Sorry for tampering with your brakes. Oh, get ready, Paul. I think we may have another happy boy here. Here's one. It's a great way to help a friend celebrate a happy event. Legally insane, congratulations! Now, I think we want something that suggests a little more frenzy.
Oh, frenzy music?
Yeah,
Okay.
happy frenzy.
Test me one more time.
All right, we'll come back to that. Oh, hey, wait a minute, right here. Sometimes a card is the best way to break the ice. Here we go. Didn't we meet in prison? Look at how happy that guy is. This one offers a nice thought and may help cover you legally. You're over 18 today, and if you're not, the fact that I thought this card proves I think you are. The fact that I bought this card proves I think you are. Grandpa will get a kick out of this one. Now that you're too old to drive, may I have your car? You don't expect me to believe that, do you? No, Mom. Just me goofing around. I'm in the next room, Mom. How could I possibly be phoning from the car? Here's a perfect way to end a relationship. Let's just be friends, friends who never talk or see each other. I like this one. This one offers a diplomatic way to get something off your chest. Why is it you're always trying to bite me? Here's a card that goes a long way towards smoothing over an awkward situation. Get well soon. I promise I'll be more careful next time you ride my Ferris wheel. Here we go. Get ready for some more of that happy boy music. They don't sell a lot of these, but it's nice that they have them in stock. I hear your baboon liver is taking. Okay. This one's become very popular recently. Sorry I dropped out of the presidential race. Here's a gentle and honest way to break some bad news to someone you care about. I love you, darling, but I'm going to have sex with someone else. And finally, here's a card that really shows you care. Have you passed your stone yet? Okay. Did I mention who's on the program? We have Catherine O'Hara, David Sanborn, of course, and rising chef of the year, Deborah Ponzek. Please, ladies and gentlemen, come on back if you can.
Whisk wants your
With
worst.
3 teenage sons, we're talking...
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Thank you. I accept the nomination. Thank you very much. On the program, Catherine O'Hara, David Sanborn, and we're going to cook. We're going to have lobster bouillabaisse.
Oscar, bouillabaisse.
Exactly.
Well, you know, you always cook, as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, thank you very much, Paul. And, you know, I think the same of you as well.
Thank you very much.
Here's our top 10 list for the evening, ladies and gentlemen. Top 10 things overheard on the Clinton-Gore campaign bust. Right after Right after the Democrats broke up their convention last week in New York, Al Gore and his people and Bill Clinton and his folks all got together on a campaign bus, and they're driving around the world,
Yeah.
raising votes.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
Sounds like a kind of a Ken Kesey kind of a psychedelic experiment.
You know, I was just thinking that my own self,
Yeah,
Paul.
that's great.
Top 10 things overheard on that Clinton-Al Gore campaign bus. Here we go, number 10.
Let me on that bus.
Huh?
Let me on that bus.
Yeah. Number 10, slow down, a convertible full of babes. Number 9. Okay, Hillary, you pretend you're the naive motorist, and I'll be the angry state policeman. Number 8, my lifelong dream, entering Howard Johnson's through a bus lane. Number 7, I forgot again, am I Thelma or Louise? Number 6, is that Jerry Brown hitchhiking? Number 5, never mind my energy policy, let's see if this whale can do 100. Number 4, Tipper, are you crazy? You don't moon truckers. Number 3, it's day 5, Al, would a shower kill you? Number 2, look out, it's Ben Vereen, and the number... He's doing fine. All right, folks, come down here one by one, and I'll fight you, okay? Ben is doing just fine. Everything's going to be fine. And the number 1 thing overheard on the Clinton-Gore campaign bus, no, ma'am, this isn't the trash train. There you go. Okay, all right. They sort of seemed to enjoy that one at first, and then when they had a second to think it over, they got really very angry. Our first guest, of course, is a veteran of SCTV, and her motion pictures include the blockbuster Home Alone and the upcoming Home Alone 2. Ladies and gentlemen, here she is, the lovely, the talented, the gifted, the brilliant, Catherine O'Hara. Catherine.
Stay up later for one more.
Hey, welcome back to the program, kids. Tomorrow on the show, Damon Wayans will be here, a star of a brand new motion picture which has just been released or is going to be released. Bob? Huh? It is being released. It is? It has.
I think it opens on Friday.
Look, why am I doing this? Hello, hi. Would you like some Dramamine? Anyway, Mo Money is the name of the film, and it'll be released tomorrow. That is, if I can stop doing this in time. Nick Cave will be here. Nick Cave.
A marvelous young performer.
And from the Philadelphia Phillies, we have first baseman John Kruk.
He's a marvelous young performer.
Yeah, and during the break, Morty leaned over and he pointed at John Kruk and he says, "This guy's nuts." So, there you go. Look forward to testing this man's sanity when he shows up tomorrow. You know, I don't know. Have you folks seen that movie, Honey, I Blew Up the Kid? Have you seen that? Unbelievable. This is the sequel to the Disney film of like a year or so ago, which was Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. And I had a private screening arranged for myself and some friends last night. Went to see Honey, I Blew Up the Kid. Paul Schaefer, our very own friend Paul Schaefer, has a, is it a cameo? Or
it's just a little small part.
Yeah, but it's very
it.
entertaining. Yeah. I'm not going to embarrass you by saying you steal the film.
No, don't say that.
But it's very, very entertaining.
They asked me to do a little thing,
Yeah.
and it was, you know, I flew out and did it in one day.
Do we have time? Morty, do we have time
work.
to see it? Do you mind, Paul, if we take a look
If you
at it?
want to show it, it was just...
All right. I think you'll get a kick out of this. Do we need to set this up, Paul? You want to set up the scene?
I'm not sure which clip this is that you have. No, it'd be fun to show.
All right, this is Paul Schaefer in Honey, I Blew Up the Kid. Roll it, Hal.
Hey, you giant kids, stay out of my yard. Wow. Had a lot of fun doing that.
Let's do a commercial. When we come back here, David Sanborn will entertain you folks.